You are looking live at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, site of a holiday tradition that has brightened the new year for over a century. And on a beautiful Southern California afternoon, we welcome you to the Rose Bowl presented by Citi. Today, the Ohio State Buckeyes, Big Ten champions for the 5th straight year, face the Oregon Ducks, Pac-10 champions for the first time since 2001. Jim Tressel's offense will take the field with the first series here. The journey begins. Herron. Young Pryor will take over. Sane will open as the running back, number 3. Brandon Sane. Alongside Pryor. And on first down, fires middle, incomplete. Second down and 10 as we take a look at the offensive lineup of the Buckeyes presented by Taco Bell. Always good offensive line, but it's healthy today. Mike Brewster completely healthy and ready to anchor the middle. The skill players. Do not overlook Zach Boren. All week they have practiced circling him out of the backfield as an extra receiver. There's the screen out the side to Zanzenbacher. And it puts him in third down as we take a look at our Taco Bell defensive lineup for the Ducks. Very active, not a big defense. Tukuafu up front is an outstanding defensive end, as is Kenny Rowe. Linebackers, you remember the name Casey Matthews? Seems like every time USC played in the Rose Bowl, there was a Matthews. That secondary, keep an eye on number 2, TJ Ward, one of the best hitters in the college game. And on this third down, Pryor will take off. There's the problem he creates. That was a 3rd and 6, and he ran for 24. And they are throwing early and often here today. Second down, throws for another first down.
It's attacking defense. You can attack them through the air.
Torian Washington's an added receiver. There's that flanker screen to Zanzenbacher as they go and attack the edge.
To one-on-one coverage on the outside.
There's the handoff to Sane. Another first down. Bard. Good protection, incomplete. And Boren is to the quarterback's left. He picks up the blitzer. Fire, end zone, in and out of Posey's hands. Had a crack at it. Just Pryor. Sane. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kickoffs here today. They were worried about his leverage in the kickoff portion of the game, but Petrie tacks on the extra point. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26-yard line, and LaMichael James motions out of the backfield. They go empty. And now it's Masoli's turn. Throw in underneath with blockers in front of the back for a first down. We take a look at the Taco Bell starting offensive lineup for for these high-powered Oregon Ducks. Offensive line, and Jordan Holmes out of Yuba City, California. He anchors it. He's a good one. You've just seen James as a receiver. Jeff Mayo is one of those underrated wide receivers who just does the job game after game after game. And here comes Barner, who they send him in, and it is a first down for the Ducks. We take a look at the Ohio State defense, and here's the big matchup. Cameron Hayward, one of the best defensive ends in the country. The linebackers, Roll and Homan, tackling machines. In that secondary, there's Kurt Coleman, all Big Ten safety. On a first down now, off that read option, Masoli's in trouble. There is that defensive front, and Cameron Hayward.
By far, this is the most talented defensive front with the depth that they have that they've faced all year.
There's the read option, and James is stopped as he crosses. Masoli, as the play breaks down, takes off, and he'll go out of bounds far. Posey will replace Small as the return man on punts. Rice. This one could be down inside the 5. It is. Talking about that incredible afternoon when he landed that jet in the Hudson River. Pryor now with Heron as his running back, hands it off far side, and a good
personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 11, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Middle for Heron, a 9-yard burst. A little bit slow on that read option on the handoff.
Realistic expectations.
3rd and 3. He keeps it again this time. Got the first down. Sticking with the power eye. Pryor. Zanzenbacher. Penalty flag. Heron for a couple.
Offside, defense, number 45, line up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Boren leads the play, and nothing doing it. Pryor's in trouble. Down, sack at the 3rd and a bunch, and Pryor in trouble again. Deep middle, incomplete. Now Barner. There's a penalty on this play. And another flag. So we've got 2 penalties.
There are 2 fouls, both against the receiving team. During the return, blocking the back, number 1 of the receiving team. Penalties decline. Holding during the kick, receiving team number 1. Penalized from the end of the kick, half the distance of the goal. Timeout on the field.
Came to Pasadena for a Rose Bowl, 1997, against Arizona State. Heard me that day. Dick Vermeil worked with me, and Joe Germain was the hero on that last drive. The coach was John Cooper. And now the Buckeyes come back first time under head coach Jim Tressel. Read option, and James is read perfectly.
On every single snap.
Masoli keeping it all the way, and nothing doing. 3rd and long again. From his own end zone. Should have been intercepted. Now Jackson Rice, the freshman, deep in his own end zone. He's had 1 block, gets this one out cleanly. And Posey this time signals for the fair catch at midfield. On a Rose Bowl Friday afternoon. Beautiful weather. A couple days ago rained in Southern California. Cleared away. Just gorgeous. Terrell Pryor with a 7-point lead. Down, wide open, Sane. Got it. Foot race. First and goal. The Buckeyes, meanwhile, burn a timeout to get set here with a first and goal, up 7. Stoneburner, bad snap, mishandled by Pryor. Tries to save it. Dives forward, back to the 6. Pryor to the 4. Pryor cut off. Won't make it. On that extra point, this is Barkley, who had kicked off. He kicks the field goal, and it is 10-0 Buckeyes.
I was like, TCU could have a little bit of an argument.
Barkley bobbled at the 13, and then Barner picks it up and returns it to the 42.
They're trying to challenge Ohio State more on the perimeter here, and maybe that can get the running game opened up.
Starts with an end to run, and Barner on the edge comes up big.
To the corner, again, he can get downfield in a hurry.
Here's Masoli keeping it himself. Barges across the 10-yard line.
To chase that because you have to respect the speed, and it leaves Masoli open.
Up tempo, Masoli on the roll. He'll throw it away. So we have come to the end of the first quarter, which until just the very end has been dominated by Ohio State. But Barner's 37-yard run turned things in Oregon's favor. And this presentation of the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi returns after this message and a word from our ABC station. Very happy and healthy 2010. The Oregon Ducks trail it by 10. James gets the first handoff.
And it's a slight adjustment here for Oregon in the first half.
On third down, Masoli will throw for it. The end zone incomplete. Down for Morgan Flint. 24-yarder. And the Ducks are on the scoreboard. Rob Beard. Short kickoff. Sane runs up to the 15-yard line. They're going to run a reverse on it. That was Russell, the safety, coming around on it, and Mayle was not fooled. First and 10. Pryor going to keep it all the way. Pryor, no more than a yard. Ferris brings him down. Nothing doing. They were ready. They had the pocket surrounded. Toma hunting for the Bucks. Barner at the 42-yard line. Gets an edge. Great striking field position for the Ducks. For the Rose Bowl, Oregon and Ohio State. James, who's been bottled up.
Trying to get the ball out now on the edge with reverses and speed with LaMichael James.
Here's Masoli. Going to throw it away. A flag. Illegal movement against the Ducks.
False start on the offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Matchup so far. Third down. Masoli is only 1 of 5 passing. He's missed his last 4. Completes it to James, but not much doing. Going for it on 4th and 9 from just inside the Bucks 30. Masoli. got it right at the 20, very close.
And it just
And they gave him a first down, and before they could even take another look at it, but you saw what Trussell wanted looked at, and the Ducks said, I don't think so. Back they came. Here's James. And now James seems to be finding his stride.
and attacking in different ways.
That's Barner. Not this time. Second down and goal. Number 9. The big back. Powering. Reaching for the end zone. And marked at the 1 by the line judge. Decked a Boise State player.
Brent, I think this might be a touchdown. Does his body ever touch the ground? I mean, he's landing on top of Kurt Coleman. He runs right over top of him. Does his knee ever touch, or is he landing on Ohio State defenders?
After further review, the runner was on top of players and was not declared down until he got into the end zone. It'll be a touchdown.
To say it bluntly, he's a load. Morgan Flynn tacks on the point, and Oregon pulls even after spotting the Buckeyes 10. And broken out. And the Buckeyes say deal. Sane. LeGarrette Blood got us even. Terrell Pryor and the Buckeyes take over on their own 20. Pryor complete to the 24-yard line. Herron.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Terrell Pryor and Ohio State try to open things back up.
And that is Herron being jumped. And so
Try to slow down the Ohio State running game.
Herron, first down, Ohio State. Pryor, incomplete.
For the football.
Herron to the 37-yard line. Pryor will take off. Penalty flag.
Personal foul, face mask, and a defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Before the snap, there was movement.
False start on the offense. Number 76, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Shugarts.
Slot and Posey, he's got to hit him.
Pryor. Posey. Pryor drops it off, but nothing doing. Pryor. Complete. First down, Buckeyes across.
Showing patience that time by Pryor.
Posey to the 25-yard line. Sane. First down, Ohio State. Pryor is 12 of 17. Penalty flag. Thrown on both sides.
Legal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's not been the case today against Oregon.
Pryor. Beautiful grab at the 20-yard line.
Twisting and stunning. Confusing Ohio State up front.
Pryor. Short of the first down. In fact, he just got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a third down. 3rd and 7. Pryor in a foot race. Trying to bang his way for the first down. First down. Sane. Beautifully designed play. First down and goal. Pryor, end zone, got a man, incomplete. Pryor, Sanzenbacher. They lose. Back to the 19. It'll be third down. 18th play of this Buckeye drive coming up. High, incomplete, but as a soccer player in the MLS, not as a football player. He will attempt this field goal, and from 30 yards, Barkley, who won the Iowa game with a dramatic 39-yarder, puts the Bucks back ahead in the Rose Bowl. Well, we shall find out right away because the Ducks get the ball first here in the second half. They won the toss and elected to defer, so it will be Oregon football. Devin Barkley will kick it away here for the Buckeyes. The crowd settling back in after the intermission and the bands. Fielded on the 7-yard line by Barner. Barner got a gap. Barner explodes, and he is out. James bounces.
To keep Masoli off to the sideline.
Come now the other side, and the Buckeyes jump on it. Down the near sideline, one-on-one penalty. That'll go against the Buckeyes. Chekwa.
Pass interference on a defense number 5. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Attempting to get to the football, they're going to call it.
Masoli has to throw this away because Jermail Hines.
Again, they're trying to mix up the looks to try to slow down Masoli.
Hands it off straight ahead. This will be third down and long. Big third down and 8 yards. And the Ducks are 0 for 5 on third. Empty backfield. Masoli throws for the first down. There is James and nothing doing. Bucks were on second down. Pump fake. Now he's got to come to the side. That was dangerous because it was red. Barner had a big 37-yard play earlier. He motions out. He'll be the receiver. From the 21, he's got the first and goal to the 6-yard line. They convert a fourth down and now a third down. So it'll be second down from the 4.
Set that with the speed.
Touchdown, Oregon. Barner. No, hold on. The line judge says he was down at the 1. And here is the hammer. Masoli keeps it. Masoli for the score.
Brent, me and you and the Ohio State defense thought, as you said, the hammer had the football, because the tendency is when Jeremiah Masoli has LeGarrette Blount in the backfield inside the 5-yard line, the big guy has it, right? No, Ohio State thought so. Masoli keeps it and gets it through Brian Roll and into the end zone.
Morgan Flint. And the Ducks lead for the first time today in this Rose Bowl. Jeremiah Masoli. They convert a fourth down. They convert a third down. And then Masoli takes it in for 6. 1-point game. Beard kicks it away. Buckeyes first possession of the second half. And Herron. And there's a penalty flag at the 41-yard line.
During the return, holding number 16 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Running play was Sane to the 24-yard line.
They have 49 plays, 24 runs, and 25 passes.
Flanker screen. Sanzenbacher's got the first down for the Buckeyes. Pick up a yard on a running play, and right. Second down and 8. Play fake by Pryor, rolls to the left. Throws down to Posey, got it! At the 29-yard line, DeVere Posey, 36 yards. Pryor rolls the other way, and now he's red hot. Sanzenbacher. Sane tries to get the first down, and he's comes Sane for the first down. The family Matthews and the Rose Bowl. First down and 10. Read option, and the Ducks read it better than the Bucks. Second down and long. Pryor, Sanzenbacher holds on. Ripped at the 13, incomplete. Third and 13. Pryor fires behind the receiver. Here's Devin Barkley attempting to make their fourth and regain the lead. It's a 38-yarder. And Ohio State regains the lead. Both these schools turned out, and tickets were at a premium for this Rose Bowl. Barkley. Warner back at the 2-yard line. Slips, and he's had 2 outstanding returns here in the second half. That was a 36-yard return, and the young man, remember, he had a 100-yarder for a touchdown on this same field against UCLA, and the Ducks 172. And battling, coming free is James. Appeared to be stopped, broke free before Russell gets him out of bounds.
Kurt Coleman.
End around. And they pick up another 8. Barner. Fumble, loose ball, and it's a free ball. And it'll go out of bounds on the sideline as Blunt was the running back that time, and that'll come out on the 20.
Ohio State will take over at the 20-yard.
So the Buckeyes have the ball coming out from their own 20, and Pryor rolls right, fires a strike. Posey. See that evolving here. He's got confidence the way the young man is playing, and there are flags on this before the play starts.
You can go back to the development and maturity of Troy Smith, and you could see the same thing in 2004, and then eventually when he burst onto the scene in 05 and 06.
Offside on a defense, number 50. Jumped in the neutral zone, caused the offensive player to react. 5-yard penalty. First down.
First down and 5. And that was stopped before the handoff to Heron. That's a false start.
False start on the offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Making that trip. So now he's playing against the young man he tried so hard to recruit. Here's Pryor trying to slip a tackle, and it was not easy bringing him down. He takes off on a designed run, sheds a would-be tackler, and gets back to the 35. It'll be third and manageable. Third and 8. Pryor has got a man open, and he throws an interception. He had Heron wide open. LeGarrette Blunt and Masoli, the trigger man.
Run right through a safety.
He's got his chance, and he bulls his way for the first down.
This offense.
Masoli. Second down and 6. The read option, Barner to midfield, and that is short. Masoli incomplete. Posey standing on the Buckeye 10-yard line. Down at the 19-yard line. 13:03 remaining. Up under center. Heron for a couple of yards. Second down and 8. Pryor takes off, breaks the tackle, got the first down.
It's a blitz.
Hands it off to Heron.
Enough on certain downs.
Pryor rolling to the right. Sanzenbacher short of the first down. Pryor, first down, Sanzenbacher. Pryor, backside down. Second and 12. Pryor slips and he's down. Pryor slips away, throws it in the air, caught, and there's our man Ballard.
Basketball star makes the play.
Now they come back and Sanzenbacher can't hang on. Heron trying to follow the left side, Cordell and Justin Boyd. Penalty flag. Steps across that marker, but this one could be coming back.
Offside on the defense.
On the
No
defense.
Penalties declined. First down.
It's down.
Hands it off, and Heron pounds to the middle on their first series of the game. He throws, end zone, Posey, touchdown, Ohio State.
Ladies and gentlemen who wanted to move Terrell Pryor to wide receiver after the Purdue game, take note of that throw and of this performance tonight in the biggest game of the year for the Ohio State team. And more to come January 7th.
Petrie tacks on the extra point. Could this be the Buckeyes' comeback night in a BCS Bowl? We're about to find out. Barner has been electric. They decide to kick it short to him, and he fields it at the 20, set the reverse, and they pitch it out. And here comes Harris. Harris down the far side. They run the reverse on the short kickoff. And he will carry it. Spins away from a would-be tackler. Second down, he's in trouble here. The Bucks were all over that. Masoli, complete, short of the first down. Slides it right. No good. And now the Ducks are under the gun. Down 9, 5-10 to go. Jim Tressel's first Rose Bowl as a head coach at Ohio State. Sane is on the field. Pryor, pitch, Sane after the juggle. Option look again. Pryor will keep it for the first down. From up under center. Now the power running game of the Buckeyes. Now down to 3 minutes. And Pryor's going to keep it. Out of bounds on the far side, which First down. In his hand. First down and 10. And Heron pounced straight ahead.
Ohio State doesn't take a back seat, so it's not about individual talent. And this will go a long way in helping to show people they can play.
And here's the MVP of the night, Terrell Pryor. This game was not played at the Duck pace right from the beginning. It's certainly going to be in the top 10.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And with Masoli coming back and James, much like Ohio State, most of that nucleus is back.
Watch the vest, baby. Here it comes.
Yes.
Where are those rascals? I know they're lurking back there.
It's not over. It's not over yet.
He won't let him do it. Oh, no! But he'll look at that clock and say, what's with you guys? There's 40 seconds, but he couldn't resist a big hug with Coleman. And the all Big Ten safety. What a day for the conference. Not just Ohio State. Penn State beats LSU. Northwestern goes to overtime with Auburn. But the Buckeyes rule. Put that gorilla away in the closet. You remember what Chip said before this game? Coach Tressel gets it.
Absolutely.
A touchdown in the first quarter and a touchdown in the fourth quarter. And field goals in between. Time of possession tonight, folks. 41-37 for Ohio State in this game. Buckeyes have won their 7th Rose Bowl overall. Jim Tressel once came here as an assistant coach back in the 80s. But now, for the first time as a head coach, he comes away with a victory in the Rose Bowl. Their last win here, Herbie, was the game we've talked about back in '97.